Hey guys, it's Simon. This is Pro Wrestling Unlimited. So last night on AEW Dynamite or Beach Break, whatever you want to call it, we did see KENTA make his, I guess you could say, AEW debut. He showed up at the very end of the show and attacked Jon Moxley, laying him out. We do know that these two will be meeting on February 26th with the New Japan United States Championship on the line, but it looks like some sort of agreement has been made for AEW and New Japan to work together, and I'm kind of going to tell you everything we do know based off of what Dave Meltzer explained last night on Wrestling Observer Radio. Dave Meltzer basically stated that if there wasn't a pandemic, this deal would not have come together. But also the pandemic is hindering it as well. What he means by that is that if there was no pandemic, Moxley could essentially go to Japan whenever he needs to defend the United States Championship. Because of the pandemic, it's not really feasible for him to go to Japan. So they needed to figure out a way to get him on a U.S. show, and they had to get Tony Khan to agree to it. With that, apparently, after Harold May had left New Japan Pro Wrestling, basically, New Japan wanted to work with AEW in some capacity, but they always said, we want to speak directly with Tony Khan, and AEW tried sending others like the Young Bucks and Chris Harrington to these meetings, and they just weren't having it. But now it does look like, because of everything going on, we do have a relationship between AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling that in turn would be better if there wasn't a pandemic, but in the same time would never happen if there wasn't a pandemic, because, or at least not happen now, because things got sped up with them needing Jon Moxley and not wanting to have that U.S. title sitting on hold for much longer. So with that, it does look like the opportunity for more New Japan stars to work in AEW or AEW stars to work in New Japan is here. Now, it doesn't look like any of the major Japanese stars, as far as like Okada and Tanahashi, will be coming and doing anything in AEW anytime soon, but any of the New Japan stars that live in America, like Kenta, maybe even Tama Tonga and Tangaloa and others, could appear on AEW, and maybe, just maybe, we can see AEW stars appearing on New Japan Strong on Friday nights. With that, there is some sort of a working relationship now between AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling, and the big question is, once the pandemic is over and there's no more need for quarantining, will this relationship expand and grow to let people basically cross the lines and do whatever they want, whenever they want? But that's going to do it for this episode. Remember to comment below, like and share this video, like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe right here on YouTube.